Today we're headed to Paris, France for Pokémon GO Fest, and our goal is to do 300 raids in 48 hours. Let's get into it.
All right, we just finished up our first Ashian raid of the day, first of many, and we are hoping for a weather boosted CP of 2735, non-weather boosted of 2188 for the hundo, and let's see if we can get lucky on our first raid of the day. Not shiny and really bad IVs, but we have plenty to go today. Hopefully we'll check back in soon with some better luck. One of the things I forgot to mention that we're looking for is the location background that's exclusive to Paris. So even though our first Zamazenta didn't have good IVs or shiny, we got our first location card, which is actually really cool. It's got the Eiffel Tower in the back, and you can only get it at the Paris GO Fest. So after this weekend, you're not gonna be able to get this background anymore. So it's always nice to get a couple of those and hopefully have them up for trades later. So we're just going to be waiting around here for a minute. At 10 o'clock, we're going to have all of our Pokemon on the map changed to unknowns, and there's a couple of really cool shinies. I think all of them can be shiny at this event, and they spell out Sword and Shield. We also have the question mark and exclamation point, so that's definitely a big hunt for this weekend as well. All right, so it looks like all the unknowns switched over, so we're going to do a couple of checks here. Ooh, and a shiny L on our first check. It's always a nice one to get. Yeah, and outside these events, it's really hard to get any unknowns in general. They're just a super rare wild spawn, so it's nice to be able to stock up on these as we're at the events and just have them for trades later for people that can't go to events or just rare unknowns that people miss in the future. Really want to get the W unknown because I think that's going to be a kind of a rare letter to get in the future. A lot of the times they'll either spell out something related to the city or something related to the events as well. So with Sword and Shield being out, it's going to be a little harder to get some of those unknowns in the future. The exclamation point and the question mark, those were actually only in events, I think probably GO Fest 3 years ago. So it's nice to be able to get those back and have an easier shiny check on all those. So we just finished our probably 10th Zacian raid, and we finally got the location background for Zacian. So that's nice to have one of each right now. It's really hot today, so hopefully that doesn't slow us down too much. It was really nice weather in Osaka and New Jersey, but Paris is not really giving us the same treatment. I think it's going to be 90 degrees today. Luckily, this park has a lot of shade, so we'll probably try to utilize that to our advantage a bit. But on our raid route, there's definitely long periods of going through the desert, so that'll be fun, and hopefully it doesn't wear us down too much. All right, we're still on the way to that same raid, and it looks like we just managed to get a Spinda, so that's one we didn't have as well. It's got 4 different forms spawning in this event. One is exclusive to Paris. I don't know if that's this one, but it's nice to have one anyway. We just caught a Zamazenta, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be our first hundo Zamazenta of the trip, and actually of GO Fest season in general. And it has a location card, 2188, if I'm not wrong. That should be our hundo. And it is, yeah, so that's awesome. Now we have a hundo Zacian, hundo Zamazenta. Now we're just looking for the shundos of both. It's nice to have both the location cards as hundos. All right, we are on our way to hop in our 50th raid for today. Our pace isn't too great. We ended up taking a little bit of a break. It's very hot today. I think it's about 90 degrees Fahrenheit and pretty humid, so needed to take some rest, get some lunch. But we're back at it, try to get some more raids done. All right, just got to our 50th raid. Gonna jump in now. It's gonna be a Zamazenta. We got pretty lucky earlier this morning with a Hondo Zamazenta, so it'd be really nice if we get that shiny location card finally. All right, it didn't take us too long to take down that Zamazenta. Gonna check it now. And no luck for raid number 50. Pretty bad IVs too, but we have plenty to go. 3 more days of Go Fest. So yeah, not too bad. We'll just keep raiding. We just finished up another Zamazenta raid, and it looks like we're gonna have another perfect Zamazenta. That's gonna be our second one today. Having pretty good luck on the perfects, getting 2 in the last couple of hours, but we're not having such great luck with the shinies or location cards. But it's always good to get a nice functional hundo, especially when the crown form is so good in both Master League and raids. So yeah, we'll go ahead and catch this here. Let's see if that has a background. That'd be really cool. It doesn't, but that's fine. Can't see it when you're battling anyway. So yeah, hopefully we'll get back to the shiny hunt and get us a shundo. All right, so we just finished up our first hour of raids, and we are finishing up another Zacian right now. It has gotten really hot. There's not really any cloud covers in the park, so it's kind of rough. But we've been able to do about 18 in the first hour, which is not too bad. There's a pretty good circle loop to where there's about 6 Pokestops with raids, and they're respawning about every 15 minutes. So yeah, it's not been too bad so far. Let's do a check on this Zacian. Ooh, and it's a shiny and near perfect too. Let's hope it has our location card. All right, does not have the location card, but 2 shinies in the first hour is not too bad. Just gonna keep doing some raids and hopefully get that location card. Still missing out on that from the first 2 days. So hopefully we can pick that up pretty soon. All right, so we just actually finished up another Zacian raid a couple minutes ago, and it looks like we didn't get it on camera, but we were able to get the shiny location card. So that's 1 down, 1 to go. Hopefully we get the other one pretty soon. It's getting pretty hot here, but the clouds are starting to come out a little bit, so it's getting a little nicer and more bearable. While we finish up this Zamazenta raid, we're heading over to the carnival grounds right now, where they've been making an announcement for the past 30 minutes or so that they're gonna do a single Gigantamax Inteleon raid, and we'll see how many people get in that. It should be really cool. They're trying to get a couple thousand people in. Yeah, we'll see what we end up doing over there. It looks like there's over 1,000 people in already. Just joined and it went down to 27, so that's kind of interesting. But let's see what we end up doing here. Still filling up, and yeah, we'll just see how many people we end up getting for this raid. All right, it looks like we're about to start the Inteleon raid, and it looks like we have about 900 people in the raid, so that's going to be really interesting to see how quickly it goes down. I've never seen this many people in a single Gigantamax, and everyone's cheering for it to start, so everyone's pretty excited. All right, I think that was definitely the quickest I've ever seen a Gigantamax go down. And yeah, we still have 1,800 Pokemon left in the Gigantamax. You're not really gonna see that anywhere outside of an in-person Go Fest. Now look how much Stardust and XP you get if you just spend the 200 coins to boost it. 75,000 Stardust and 107,000 experience. I feel like the Stardust alone is worth it. Just finished another Zacian raid, and we have another shiny here to check, and no location card, but that's okay. Another shiny, another raid down. All right, so we just finished up our 200th raid, and it's going to be a Zacian. We're hoping to get a shiny, Shundo, location card, something like that for our 200th raid. So I think we've done about 100 today, so let's see what we end up getting. And decent IVs, but it's not as shiny, unfortunately, but hopefully we could still get a location card with this. And no location card either, but that's okay. Plenty of more raiding today. Got a couple more hours today and a full day tomorrow, so not too disappointed about it. Just finished up another Zacian raid and another shiny check for the location card. All right, will it have the background? And it does, awesome. Yeah, that's another shiny Zacian with the background. Still looking for the Zamazenta, but that's 2 Zacian down. Hopefully, if we can't find it ourselves, we can trade Zacian for Zamazenta tomorrow. All right, so we're gonna hop into Zamazenta. It's our first raid of the final day. So we're gonna hope to get a location card or maybe a Shundo. But yeah, we'll see what we end up getting here. Just finished up that first Zamazenta, and let's see what it is. All right, not as shiny and pretty low IVs. The perfect for weather boosted is gonna be 2735. So yeah, just on to doing some more. All right, so we just took down our 300th raid of the weekend. It was a Zamazenta. So we are hoping our change of scenery ends up giving us some luck to get the shiny location background finally. And it unfortunately does not. It did not do anything for our IVs either, but yeah, we're gonna keep raiding and hopefully get that by the end of the weekend. just finished up city play. That part of the event is over, but raids are not over yet. We have a couple more hours of raids, and we just got another shiny Zamazenta as we were doing our loop. So let's see if we have a location card. All right, hopefully we do. And we don't. So I think that's like our 4th or 5th one without the location card.
Looks like we ended up doing a total of 333 raids, which is a good bit over what we set out to do. So pretty happy about that. And if we go in here and check our notable catches, we ended up getting our perfect Zacian that we've already went ahead and transformed into the crown form. We got our perfect Zamazenta, and we're gonna actually go ahead and see what these shiny ones look like. All right, so we have our Zacian. It's a really cool gold crown, and I really like the blue body as well. We're gonna end up doing the one that we traded for with the background. We ended up getting it lucky, so that's pretty cool. It'd be a lot cheaper to power up. And yeah, that's actually a really cool shiny as well, and definitely awesome to get one with the background shiny. So yeah, thanks for watching.